the senator, distinguished senator from Alaska, Ms. Murkowski.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I appreciate the line of inquiry from my colleague from South Carolina and the very direct responses. Admiral, I want to take the conversation back to one that you and I had by phone a week or so ago about the training exercise up in the Gulf of Alaska. As we discussed, there was community concern about the timing of that exercise coming in early May, just as fishing season is coming on, as well as the proximity to those high-value fish openings. The community officials emphasized to me quite clearly that they are very pro-military, but that they felt that the Navy wasn't hearing perhaps some of their concerns. I do appreciate that there is consideration being given to my request and theirs that that these future exercises be moved to the fall. There are also some in the communities that remain skeptical about whether the Navy is using the best science in evaluating fisheries impacts. So I would like you to just place on the record here this morning your view of whether or not the Navy requires a social contract with the local communities to conduct exercises in the waters that provide their livelihoods, where you think the Navy is going with respect to Northern Edge, and what the Navy plans to do with respect to future community engagement.
Man, thanks for that question, and also want to just highlight how grateful we are for the support of the communities in Alaska for the United States Navy training in the Gulf of Alaska.
And you know that that is real, so thank you for saying that.
It is completely real, and our ship visits there showed that. They turned out with just effusive warmth. And we did, leading up to that exercise, do a number of community engagements, as you and I discussed. But as we also discussed, that clearly left some itch unscratched, where there's something that we still have to address. To really achieve that, I would say, a bond of trust and confidence with the community, that we are, one, sincerely considering their concerns, and two, are dedicated to bringing all the science and technology, all of the environmental research to bear to make sure that we look at the same things and see them the same with respect to going forward. And so we're very mindful of your request to take a look at the scheduling of that exercise in the future to deconflict. We're going to give that very serious consideration. We're also, as we discussed, going to roll in after the exercise to do some community engagement to make sure that we fully understand that the exercise went as well as it could this last version, and maintain an engagement between exercises to build that habitual relationship that will allow us to do this in a way that everybody sees it as a win.
Well, I appreciate that. I think the engagement will be appreciated, but also the transparency with these community conversations and the fact that they will be ongoing.